So you're looking to make a move to Jacksonville and you're not exactly sure which is the best neighborhood for you. Well, today we're going to dive deep into the best beach neighborhoods and surrounding neighborhoods that may be right for you. So if you're looking to move the next 90 days or the next 9 days, stay close. I'm Steve Shane with the Living Jacks Beach channel, and we're going to tell you all about how to live, work, and play here in Jacksonville Beach. Let's go. Now we are in Jacks Beach. Now, I consider Jacks Beach kind of a Goldilocks neighborhood. We are just north of Ponte Beach and just south of Neptune and Atlantic Beach. Sandwiched in the middle, we are kind of the, middle kid. Jacks Beach has everything. We've got gorgeous parks. We've got an amazing public golf course. Obviously, we have the beach right there. Our restaurants are top tier and also just a cozy little sandwich shop and great coffee shops. If you're looking at townhouses like this, we're going to be looking around the $500,000-$600,000 price point. If we're looking at condos, we probably start around $380,000-ish, and your single family homes on average are $650,000, moving on up. The great thing about Jacks Beach is that it's constantly growing, it's constantly evolving. It's right in the middle of everything. Easy access to your major highways and things like that. I'm a massive fan of living here because of everything it brings. So let's start off with Ponte Vedra. Ponte Vedra is a gorgeous community just south of Duval and Jacks Beach. It's right here on the coast. I am a mere 200 yards away from the Atlantic Ocean. We have the Ponte Vedra Inn and Club right behind me. This incredible community has beachfront estates that start around 6 million up to 13, 14 million. And then we also have homes going closer to the Talamanca River that are, in that $600,000 to $900,000 price point. It's an incredible community. St. John's got the best schools, according to greatschools.org, in the Jacksonville area. There is upscale living, the best golf anywhere around Jacksonville with Sawgrass Village, the Plantation, Marsh Landing, and of course, the Inn and Country Club. They have a couple different award-winning championship golf courses as well. So if you're thinking about having an exclusive elite style of life, come check out Ponte Vedra. Again, some of the cons would be it's a higher cost of living. It's not for everybody, but we do have condos, townhouses, and new construction all around, as you can hear it in the distance. Next up, we are here in Neptune Beach. Neptune Beach is an incredible beachfront community. It's about 7 square miles in total, so it's not that big. It's a really cozy community. A lot of, folks who've been living here for generations and generations. Slightly higher price point than what we saw in Jacks Beach, mostly because of its exclusivity. There's not as much homes to sell, therefore it's going to be more exclusive and more desirable. What I love about this neighborhood is that if you got the golf cart, if you got the bike, go ahead and cruise throughout this whole town. I'm walking on a major thoroughfare right now. You see the bike behind me. That's just how this is. This is the pinnacle of beach life. Have a great day. Go hit the surf on the many beach accesses. There's not a lot of public parking, so it really is for locals only, and I kind of love that. There's also a nice little spot in the Neptune Beach, Atlantic Beach Town Center that has some great restaurants. Let's go check those out. And here we are at the Beaches Town Center. The cool thing about Beaches Town Center, it's on the border of Neptune Beach and Atlantic Beach. We've got some really fantastic restaurants here. Sliders is a great place to go, have a drink, have a couple oysters, hang out with your friends. Right up here, we have Southern Grounds Coffee Shop. It's in a gorgeous courtyard we'll walk by. It's one of my favorite spots in town to get some work done and meet up with friends. Right there is Drift Boutique. If you're interested in really curated clothing, ladies, that is the place to go in Neptune Beach. And then straight ahead, we've got Pete's Bar, which is the oldest bar in all of Duval County. It's pretty cool. It's been there from like 1923. We've got some cool, Bali-inspired furniture. So when we're talking about Neptune Beach, we've got the cozy community back there behind me, which is, golf carts and bikes only, locals vibe. And then you come up here and you hang out in the town center area, and you're right there by the beach. We've got Lemon Bar, which is a fantastic bar to like get rowdy at. It's right over there as well. So definitely some places to check out. Mezzaluna is a wonderful Italian place. And if you're looking for a exquisite meal, Doro is straight ahead as well. Let's go check those out. So we're wrapping up our visit to Neptune Beach, which is right behind me. By the end of the sentence, we'll be in Atlantic Beach, which is right here. That's what's kind of cool about the beach's town center. It's the two neighborhoods butting up against each other. Right on the corner, we have Ragtime, which is a cool kind of gastropub style restaurant. We've got AB Kitchen down the way, which is an amazing farm to table restaurant. We have Witt's Frozen Custard ahead of me. We're gonna pass that in a second. That is my hands down go-to 6 p.m. I need a sugar fix option. It's delicious. There's a couple different locations around town, but this is my favorite. And then we've got Joseph Pizzeria, which is wonderful. And then up there we have Saloon Area 49, which is like butcher quality Italian. Oh, so good. What's really cool about Atlantic Beach is similar to Neptune Beach. It's a golf cart and bicycle neighborhood. I think it's almost like, you know, going back to Mayberry, and, you know, kids are riding their bikes to school. The kids go out, you give them $5 and send them into the town center and let them have fun. It's that type of laid back, classic Americana neighborhood that you just don't see everywhere. And it's authentic. It's not designed by some giant corporation who built, you know, a subdivision for it. It's authentically good people living in a good neighborhood. And let's go check out some of those houses just so you can see what I mean. So if you are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you can be the first to get all this great information so you can make a great real estate decision. Also, if you want to deep dive on any of these neighborhoods and go into the nitty-gritty details, do me a favor, drop a comment in the comments below so I can figure out what neighborhoods you want me to do, and I will do that video for you and let you know immediately. So here we are in Atlantic Beach in the neighborhood. So as you can see, we have beautiful estate-like homes in this neighborhood, and also we've got some original builds like that right there. This is a cozy neighborhood. This is the get on your bike, get on your golf cart, and ride to the town center type of neighborhood. We've got Atlantic Beach Elementary here, where kids ride their bikes to every day. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's a really special place. It's an active community where everybody's playing pickleball and tennis and going to the park and riding their bikes, and you're feet away from the ocean. I am right now 100 yards from the Atlantic Ocean, and it's a great place to really have a community and family to live in. There's a ton of really cool cultural events. They've got parks that are full with farmers markets and art events and kids events. You've got Atlantic Beach Country Club, which is exquisitely designed course, absolutely gorgeous, amazing facilities there. There's so much about Atlantic Beach that I love. Let's go check out some of it. As we mentioned, Atlantic Beach has some incredible parks in their neighborhood. There's Bull Park, which is about a block from the beach, and then this is Jack Russell Park. I'm here at least bi-weekly with my kids. It's got a great play structure. They've got baseball diamonds, a soccer field way back there. This right here, I have to show it to you because my kids pretty much spend the majority of their time on here when we go. They've got the tire run. I know it's a silly thing, but the kids love it, and it's incredible. They've got tons of swings. They've got a little kid area and a big kid area. That's kind of the vibe here in Atlantic Beach. It is family-centric. There is a wonderful farmers market here weekly, and this is just a neighborhood that you can really feel comfortable in and settle in and be here for a really long time. It's got a great school with Fletcher High School and middle school, and it's got a great school with Atlantic Beach Elementary. And again, we're less than a mile from the beach, and this gorgeous park is right here. This is what makes Atlantic Beach really special. Highly recommend it if this is something that you're looking for. So as you can see, Atlantic Beach is a special type of neighborhood. As you can see, Atlantic Beach is a beautiful, cozy neighborhood. That's traffic right there behind me. There's not a whole lot of hustle and bustle in this neighborhood. So your average price point is gonna start around that $650,000 to $700,000 price point, and it's gonna go a little bit higher the closer you get to the beach. We do have a few multi-million-dollar properties on the beach and a couple neighborhoods. This is a neighborhood that there was a lot of older homes in it for a very long time, and they're currently getting torn down and brand new builds are being put up that are just absolutely exquisite. So if you want to do something custom at the beach, this is a great place to do it. And again, this community is absolutely fantastic. Now, I mentioned Mayport earlier, and Mayport's still technically a part of Atlantic Beach, except it's on the west side of Mayport Road. And then the east side of Mayport Road would be the beach side of Atlantic Beach. It's called Mayport because we have the Mayport Naval Station right at the end of the block. And so this area, being that it was military based, was, more of a low income quality area. But as Jax Beach grows, as Jacksonville grows, as more people want to live at the beach, Mayport is becoming more of an entry-level beach. So you can get in here under that $600,000 price point and get a really great quality home, a little bit of land, and you're still a mile or two from the beach. So you can still kind of ride your bike or ride your golf cart to anywhere you want to be. I love Mayport because of the hip, cool, creative scene that is being developed here. We've got fun restaurants like Egg Boy that have started. There is an awesome Subculture, which is the best sandwich shop in all of the beaches. Bedlam is a cool new live music venue. And then also there's historic music venues like Blue Swar, which is the oldest black-owned music venue in the Jacksonville area. This is a really cool neighborhood that is growing quickly, and I'm really high on it for investment. Here we are at Dutton Park in Mayport. This beautiful preserve-like neighborhood has this gorgeous park over there. It's got a community center, it's got baseball, it's got a basketball court. It also has, honestly, the best pickleball courts in all of the beaches area. What's really cool about Mayport is it also has Dutton Island Park at the end of the street, which has a beautiful festival run by the Honeyhounds, a local band, every single year, and it's absolutely gorgeous. There's also Tidewater Preserve, which has a beautiful deck that runs out probably, a football field in length, and it's absolutely beautiful at sunset. So you definitely want to check that out. So there's lots of nature. When it comes to neighborhoods, we have Hidden Pines over here, or Hidden Cove that is. We have Oak Harbor, and those neighborhoods, you're going to be looking at a high 300, low 400 price point. Some of them need work. Some of them need a little bit of love. Some of them are renovated. It really depends on, how you get to it. But I really love Mayport because of its price point of entry and its opportunity for upside. And I mean, look at the beautiful field behind me. It's all within a bike ride. Granted, if you want something a little more upscale, we still have marshfront properties that are in Mayport that are that higher $700,000 to $900,000 beautiful homes. Those are that you can consider those as well. It might be a cheaper way to get into a bigger home at the beach, something to consider. And now we are in the beautiful neighborhood of Nocatee. Nocatee is the second largest master plan community in the entire nation. It's the largest master plan community in the Jacksonville area. It's really cool. There's neighborhoods like this, which I absolutely love. This is in walking distance to all the shopping centers and everything. This is what they call the town center neighborhood with little courtyards, garages in the back. So, this is your neighborhood area where you hang out with the families. And then we also have gorgeous multi-million-dollar estates. Like 60% of the land for this development has been left for preservation, for nature. There's access to the Talamatu River. It's just an incredible development. They're kind of finishing up, it's been like a multi-decade process. They're finishing up building everything up right now. I think we have 2 more areas that need to be built. Collection of existing homes and new homes. Our starting price point for a single family home is going to be the high 300s, low 400s. Your average family income in this neighborhood is about $160,000. So many options and so many things that are incredible about this neighborhood. I'm a big fan because, again, we're walking through this incredible, perfectly manicured little neighborhood that's just absolutely gorgeous. They have two different water parks on the development, and then each little neighborhood has their own pool and their own community center. We also have boat dock over by the 20 Mile neighborhood. There's multiple 55 plus communities within the area. It's centrally located right off 95, so you're only 45 minutes to downtown Jackson, 30 minutes to downtown St. Augustine. There's so much good about this neighborhood. It's going to have CDDs and HOAs, so if that's your style, that may not be it. And we're only about 20 minutes to the Atlantic Beach or the Atlantic Ocean area right off Ponte Vedra. So technically this is Ponte Vedra in, zip code wise, but realistically we all know it as Nocatee, as its own neighborhood and thing. Let's go check out some of the amenities, and let's go show you what it is like here in the gorgeous neighborhood of Nocatee. So we're here at the Nocatee Town Center, which is where all your shopping is going to be and all your restaurants are going to be. There's an awesome restaurant called Trailer Park right behind me. You've got your Publix. One of my favorite little shrimp po' boy roll places is called Timothy's right up here. There's a lot of incredible opportunities to just be close to everything you need. Right here, it's still developing. There's a whole other shopping center way over there with a couple other nice restaurants. Swiss Watch is a great breakfast spot. South Kitchen is fantastic. And then you've got all your everyday needs. You've got the UPS store and a lot of other opportunities to, just live life really local and keep it tight. And that's what's beautiful about Nocatee, is that this neighborhood is really designed for community and connecting with people. There is, right there, as you can see, those are kind of small parking spots, if you will. Well, this whole neighborhood, these multiple neighborhoods, are designed to be connected by golf carts. This is a golf cart friendly neighborhood, and it's a type of thing where you're waving to all your neighbors. It's a modern Mayberry. We've used that term before, but this really is that. It is manufactured and designed that we are constantly in communication and community with the people we live with. And here's Publix. I'm gonna go grab some things. I'll see you guys in the next video. Another amazing thing about the Nocatee area is it's in St. Johns County, which has the very best schools in all of the Jacksonville area. Another cool thing about Jacksonville in general, or the state of Florida, we have a school choice policy, or law, should we say, that if you're willing to drive your kids to a certain school, whether it's public, private, charter, or magnet, and they get in, you can take what would be your state funds and apply to the tuition for your kid's school. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So you give it a lot more optionality, that you don't have to be stuck in a specific neighborhood if you're buying for school district. Granted, it's important to move in the neighborhood to buy for school districts because resale is important. Resale is always going to be important when you're buying a house, so keep that in mind. It may not be important for you per se, but it will add value to your home in the long run when you buy neighborhoods that have great school districts. Another feature of the Nocatee Town Center area is that there's a ton of business space here, where you will find pretty much every single kind of doctor you would want in this area, as long as it fits with your insurance, which is always fun. But we've got a foot and ankle center, a couple eye centers right here. My dentist is right around the corner from here. She's fantastic. If you want a recommendation, let me know. So, again, this is a neighborhood where once you get into town, once you come home from work, you're never going to be any more than like 2 or 3 miles from everything you need living in the Nocatee area. Right behind me, we have the entrance to one of the 2 amazing water parks here in Nocatee. We have Splash, and then we have Spray. This is Spray, kind of a splash pad, pool combo, a couple slides, and then we have Splash, which has the big lazy river and multiple pools for different age groups. This facility is, unparalleled. There's really nothing like this in the country, but specifically in North Florida. This is a beautiful development, definitely something you want to consider. Again, there's miles and miles and acres of greenways and preservation land. There's kayak launches, there's golf cart networks, a huge community of people living here who are really taking in that Nocatee life. We're gonna check out the main community field right here, where they have events like, music and nights where they have movies for the whole family. They have farmers markets. They have everything on this big, beautiful yard right here. There's a pavilion up here where they have live music. They have beach volleyball courts over there, pickleball and tennis courts. This is really a different type of lifestyle, and it's worth getting into. And another thing is, it is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of North Florida. So when we're talking about living this Nocatee life, you're buying into a neighborhood that will always have demand. So that's something special and something you should really consider when you're buying a new house. Those little blue tents over there, those are the lanes for the strictly swimming team pool, because you got to separate everything. We've got the swim team pool right there. Now there are some really fun little neighborhoods that we didn't cover because they weren't close to the beach, but they're vitally important to the culture and the creative center of living in Jacksonville. And I am standing right now in San Marco. San Marco is more of a historic neighborhood. We've got large, brick buildings, townhouses and condos here, variety of price points. And this isn't, there's no HOAs. This is as close to downtown as you can get with single family homes. It's a beautiful area, as you can see right behind me. It's got its own lakes. It's got its own access to the St. Johns River. It's an incredible place to live. There's also Riverside, which is on the other side of the river, and there's also Springfield. These are the three neighborhoods that surround downtown that are really setting the tone for the culture and the creative center of Jacksonville. So if you want to be where there's activity every single night, where there's a lot of upscale restaurants, a lot of opportunities, San Marco, Riverside, and Springfield are probably great options to look at, especially if you're into historic homes or you like homes that you can put a little work into that aren't your cookie cutter, mass built community homes. I'm a big fan of this area because of the creative community that's here, because of the food scene. And if you want to be in a hip, fast-growing, vibrant city, San Marco, Springfield, and Riverside may be the neighborhoods for you. Which brings us to Riverside. Now, Riverside is on the other side of the river, which is right there. That's St. Johns River, and San Marco is right there. So as we're walking through Riverside, we will find that this is more of our arts district. We've got a beautiful memorial park right behind me, easy access to the river. We've got the Comer, which is an incredible museum right here in town. It's got incredible gardens as well. And it's a neighborhood that is hip, is young. It's got the bars, it's got the restaurants. There's a wonderful arts market every single Saturday underneath an overpass. They just opened up their brand new skate park as well underneath the other side of the overpass. There's so much incredible development happening in Riverside that this is an amazing place to be and to really just soak in living in a city life experience. We're not going to find that in the suburbs of Jax. You're only going to find that downtown. And there's a lot of money and a lot of development going down in downtown right now that gives you an opportunity to be on the front end of that, to make some money over time with appreciation, but also just to experience what it's like to live in a downtown metro area, which is pretty exciting. There's tons of free concerts, tons of events, and to be in walking or a short Uber ride from all that, it's really special. So if you're young, hip, or you want to feel young and hip, Riverside might be the right place for you. So there's a lot of options for any price point in this neighborhood, something you should really consider, especially if you're looking for kind of a first home that will become an investment opportunity, because I can buy this and then move to the suburbs and keep this as a rental where there will always be demand because it's hip and cool and ever changing. And this is why we are very excited about downtown Jacksonville. So right across the river right there, see that big old tall building at the end? Well, there's a multi-million dollar project being built right next to it called the District. We're gonna have luxury townhomes on the waterfront, many single family homes. Diagonally across over there, we've got 300 units being built. There's another 300 units being built over there. Right here, literally right here, that's getting redeveloped. So the point is, there's a ton of money coming into the city and there's a ton of growth coming into Jacksonville right now. I think there's some article, I'll have to find it, I'll put it in the links. It's like there's $1 trillion worth of development happening to downtown Jacksonville. And that's really exciting when it comes to investing in your future and living in a city that is on the come up. So something to consider, something you should really consider. I think you should consider. The ULI, the Urban Land Institute, which kind of does a lot of research and tells you where to invest your money for the big corporations. They named Jacksonville a supernova city, meaning it's gonna blow up and get really expensive and popular and cool. They named us a supernova city in 2021. The last two other cities that were named that were Nashville, Tennessee, and Austin, Texas. Look at how quickly those home values increased in those cities And then you'll start to realize how much opportunity is here in Jacksonville and what is coming up. So again, when we're looking at housing, if you want a long-term opportunity that you can sit in for 30 years and see a lot of growth, being around downtown is not going to hurt. And finally, here we are in historic Springfield. There are gorgeous, 2,200 to 3,500 square foot historic homes here that you definitely need to check out if you're a old home buff. We've got a cool Main Street. Literally, it's called Main Street. Not many neighborhoods actually are called Main Street. That is in massive development mood right now. You can hear of it right now, and you're going to see some of it right there. So you're seeing a lot of apartments being built here, and there's wonderful, high quality dinners and stuff happening. So I highly recommend it. Granted, this is a neighborhood in transition, so if you're not ready to deal with living in a city, and all the things that come with the city, this may not be the spot for you. But if you're willing to do that, this is a great place to find a historic home with hip culture and a lot of opportunity. So check out Springfield. Maybe that's right for you.